have been out using your voice, keeping your son's memory alive, and using your voice so that no other person has to go through what you went through. Tell everybody here, if you could, Nicole, what each of us can do to start with ourselves to bring this conversation to a different level.
Well, I think the most important thing is that far too many people feel that this is a hopeless and helpless issue and that there's nothing that can be done. So they disengage, or they feel it's someone else's problem to deal with. So I would say that the most important thing is to get engaged, and that, like you said, that can start in a conversation at your kitchen table, it can start in your schools, it can start in community. It's a lot about behaviors and attitudes and not accepting this as normal, because gun violence is not normal and it's preventable. And what we teach a lot, in which I would urge everyone to learn about what they can do in their own home, is about how to know the signs of someone who needs help, who's in trouble and needs help, and connect with them to get the help that they need so that they don't go on to make bad decisions that end up hurting someone else or themselves.
Nicole was saying to me that we're all very well acquainted now with what might look like a stroke, or what heart disease looks like, or what cancer is, and that really you're trying to get people to notice these issues when it comes to gun violence. And you're urging particularly kids also in school, if they notice a kid who's isolated, to reach out, to say hello.
Absolutely. I mean, we have a program called Start with Hello, which, you know, it's just so important to make connections, because sometimes if someone who is very isolated, they can further withdraw, seek like-minded people elsewhere that might not be very healthy relationships for them. So noticing someone, reaching out, that's important. And also teaching our kids. There was, you know, a lot of it, a piece in the narrative talked about technology, and I thought that was really interesting, because teaching our kids that they have the power to see things on social media in particular that adults might not see, and say, you know, you can say something and you can prevent tragedies from happening. And that's another big training that we do out in schools, is teaching kids what are those signs and signals, how can you see them, and how do you tell a trusted adult or make an intervention of some kind.